Hello YouTube, Damo _23 here. Welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Today's episode, we have got the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal, followed by obviously that said game in the quarterfinal. But since then, we need to recap a few results, including us not losing to Bayern Munich. In the links down below, you will follow us live on Twitch to our Twitch link. Click the follow button there. We have been streaming a little bit. I've still got this little bit of a head cold still hanging around, so we'll eventually get over that shortly, hopefully, and then be back to normal service. Does mean the YouTube is still currently up to date, which is great. With that being said, though, we are here on the 2nd of February. We will have the draw shortly. But let's recap results. 3 games to go through. Firstly, Bayern Munich did not lose at home, and to be fair, should have done as a YouTube episode because it's the best game we played all year. Unfortunately for us, with an XG of 2.89 and a disallowed goal very late on, which was quite suspect. We probably should have won said game. However, it was 2-2. It is what it is. It does mean the title's definitely off. We then beat Werder Bremen 3-0 and Mönchengladbach 4-1. And we do have a couple more transfers to talk about. Lastly, Vincenzo left the club on loan to Leipzig. Probably more than likely going to join Leipzig as well. And that means we needed to bring in a backup left back. Sao, who's got a little bit of potential from Brazil as a backup. He's not particularly asked if he doesn't play many games, for lack of a better term. Just got him in here, see if he develops, because if he does, great, and if he doesn't, hopefully a left back comes at the football club at some point, being that it's Dortmund. It's more likely that you're going to get a good regen. For those who didn't realise, we also got Ibrahim Konate in as well. He's played 2 games at a 7.2. Looks absolutely fantastic. He's also homegrown, by the way, in Germany, which is superb for us as well. And that leaves us in a really good spot here at the minute. It means that we're currently sitting well inside the top 4. We have a couple promises with a few players, most notably our left back in Ernest. Our right back, in Ernest. That we will make Champions League next year, and then most of the players want to stay. Blesser, out of everybody though, has a little mention as well. This guy's got 8 goals, 7 assists in 17 games in the league. He is starting to play at a level that is going to force me to drop Angelo or Rodrigo for Brazil, because this guy is ready to play minutes. Now, without further ado, let's get into the draw here. Roger Val picks up a slight little injury. And look, have to say about this squad, when the squad is on and the squad is ready, I do have to say that I believe that this team will compete. At a very high level, and I don't think a league title is too far out the realms of the possibility. We also have a lot of money still to spend if we want to spend it as well. Now, obviously, straight off the bat, we want to avoid Bayern Munich. Any of the other teams, pretty happy. It's actually a very easy draw outside of Bayern. Hoffenheim's the other one that you look at and go, yeah, probably them. Kiel, Nuremberg, VfL, Bochum, Dynamo Dresden, and Darmstadt. Look, they're the teams we want. It's an easy run. And I'm going to put it out there right now. If we get Bayern right now and we beat them, we win the cup first season. That's all I'm going to say. All right, first out the hat is Hoffenheim. We want to avoid them if possible, but at least it's not Bayern Munich. Next out the hat is Dortmund. There you go, a big tie. Kiel get Bochum, nice. And 2 Bundesliga 2 sides. Darmstadt get the unlikely task of knocking out Bayern Munich. And that means Nuremberg get Dynamo Dresden, which means that we're going to have a guaranteed side in the 2nd division in the next round of the cup, because we've got 2 teams facing off. We also have a very likelihood that against Nuremberg or Dynamo Dresden that there could be a League 2 side there in Dynamo. Nuremberg haven't really done too much in the league, I don't think, this year. And then obviously Bayern are going to win, and hopefully we avoid them. But look, that's a pretty good position for us to be in. That's the next game that we are going to give you here. We actually play Hoffenheim home and away, so we probably should have predicted that. It's going to be a tough draw. Look, if we get through Hoffenheim, there's a very big shot that we're going to get Bayern in the next round or in the final. But I'm going to put it out there right now. This is probably one of the easier runs that you're going to have here in Germany in terms of teams of lack of quality in and around you. So hopefully make this one count. We've got Hoffenheim on the 22nd. And that's your episode today. And that's what will be coming up next here, YouTube. So stick around. Welcome back, YouTube. It's Hoffenheim away from us at the Pre-Zero Arena. And we have an absolute massive game here in the DFB Pokal. We're currently live on stream, so links down below to come over follow us live here on Twitch. And let's get into what we're going to do here today, because we do have to change the team a little bit. Recapping results, you guys already know about the Bayern result, etc. Since I've been live on stream, beat Dusseldorf 4-0, Hanover 3-0, and we came back and scored a 94th minute against Hoffenheim 3 days ago. In this game, Hoffenheim lined up. Wow. Okay. In this game, Hoffenheim lined up in a 4-4-2 as my voice just went out of nowhere. I had some stuff getting stuck in the back. Hoffenheim lined up in a 4-4-2. As you can see here, we didn't really line up in a particularly strongest side. You know, very rotated. The only guys you could say out there that, you know, are nailed on first team starters, Lito. Kanate is going to play this game, which I'll explain in the next second. Outside of that, nothing much. And I brought the main guys on apart from Real coming back from some injury knocks. For the last 10 minutes to try and pitch a winner, and we did. Second thing is one of their players, Adrian, who did start, who's a very, very good winger, out for this one here. Absolutely massive as well. So we got the win. Hoffenheim played in a 4-4-2, very deep, on the break. I think from what I saw, and the fact my first team players came on the last 10 minutes, we started to really dominate, probably tells me that we should be okay. Secondly, you look at the data hub, right, as well, and you look at the last match and overall momentum. We're the better side, and then see where I made the changes all over them. Glad we scored last minute as well. It was fantastic. Now, does mean that we do have one issue for this team. Most of these boys got a rest. As you can see, Ernest has been injured. It's a little injury. He's only been out for 2 weeks, but the wrong time for it. So he can't play. Kanate is the guy we brought in. I think he's fantastic. So I'm going to move Kanate in at centre-back. And we're going to go with Rui out wide on the right. And Bonnelou's actually scored the winner in the last game. He's been playing okay, so we're going to give him on the bench as well. So your team for the quarterfinal of the Cup is Lito, Rui, Kanate, Linden and Giuseppe, Kessie and Haas, Blesser, Manuz, and with Vial out on the left and with Real up top. Now, Dynamo Dresden just won on a penalty shootout, where the second game of today. Bayern are yet to have played, of course, as well. Next, if we were to win today, next episode we'll have the draw for the semi-final and, of course, the semi-final in it as well if we were to win. Judging on what just happened, we were pretty good. Now, the second thing I want to see is the fitness, because it was a big game for Hoffenheim against us. When I mean big, they needed to win to stay in contact with the top 4, top 6, and they lost. So, you know, it looks like that they've recovered well, but I think the longer this game goes on, the better it is. Now, Navarro had a stinker against me, which is good. Pimbele's not 100%, but he's still pretty decent. You know, they're not a bad team. It's very similar lineup to what we just witnessed, which is fine. They had Jesus Maria up front with Thomas Jonas. Not the quickest 2 strikers as well. It's a very weird side. It's solid, but it's not great. Mohamed Adam has been the guy in form on loan from us and joining there permanently. So, yeah, he's the one that's been killing it for them. But it'll be interesting to see how we go. Now, they are lining up in this 4-4-2. Hopefully, we are going to win it. Boys in the chat, give me a score prediction. And if we play as well as we played in the last 10-15 minutes against them at home, we will win this game. We've also been in a great winning streak, but I will say what I said at the start of the last game on the episode, on the live stream. I don't like playing 4-4-2s when the teams are solid. But Real's in, should be 1-0, and it is. Is he onside is the question. I thought he was. I don't have any questions. Reason why 4-4-2, because they pin 2 against 2, and we do have fullbacks that do bomb on quite a fair bit. So I don't want to obviously be in that situation of, you know, against a good side, but they don't have much pace. Real onside by a mile, by the way. Blesser has been outrageously good this year. 16 goal contributions in 19 matches. Pretty good. So we're very happy with that. And yeah, Blesser now with the ball, and that is a great timing of the run for Real. Very glad we're keeping him here instead of Liverpool, which is good. And well, we lead 1-0 in a very, very, very big game for us. And unlike the last game at home, which the live stream saw, where it was even, we've seemed to start very well and be dominating here, which is great. 25 minutes played. Throw in. Giuseppe's side. Finds Manuz. Giuseppe whips one back stick. Blesser isn't going to get nowhere near it. Navarro claims easily. And here we go. Navarro launches one. We've got Kanate back there and Rui back there. They deal with it. Manuz. Ali, good to see you. Blesser. Real, great touch. 1-on-1 for 2-0. Oh, better now that we scored a second, Ali. Good to see you in the chat. We lead 2-0. It's superb. 27 minutes played. Blesser again with a ball through. Real with a great touch. We have got a pretty well-class front four. And that is a finish into the side netting. That is 2-0 in the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal and the dream of the German Cup does live on for now. Time is ticking. Pimbele now. Inside the Wagner. Pimbele. Back to the centre back. Can we get a squeeze on? Doesn't look like we can. Pimbele gets inside. Val was the one trying to get there. That's a ball and a half. Thomas Jonas scores. And just like that, they peg one back against the run of play. We've been keeping clean sheets of late, but there goes Hoffenheim. We've dominated here in the quarterfinal, and then out of nowhere, Pimbele with a good ball. Kanate of all people losing his man. He's having an absolute stinker out there, it has to be said. And well, it's 2-1 at the moment. Might start thinking about a change for Kanate here. I'm going to tell him that it was a very good first half. Don't ask him. Second half, away we go. Haas. Kanate. Don't like it's a kickoff highlight, but I like the fact that it's our kickoff. I don't like it now as they win the ball back. And if this is 2-2, the dream of the DFB Pokal is now going to be very much turning into a nightmare. Diarra, they're keeping it well here. That's a great ball. Lito, we need you. Oh, he spills it into the path of Mario. From 2-0 up and flying, we've conceded 2 goals in about 5 minutes of in-game time. And like that, from 2-0 to 2-2. They have done not much, and bang, 2 goals. They're going to make a change. Kanate for Roy, back in his preferred role, and we're going to bring Tamori in as a fullback there on support. Kanate, single-handedly, has probably cost us the DFB Pokal. We led 2-0. 2-0 we led. And now all of a sudden it's 2-2. Not good at all. Very, very poor. We just beat him in the league. Benko ball back stick, cleared away, only as far, headed, Lito will claim easy, thank Christ. He's had a pretty shaky time in goal as well, Lito, in this match. Highlight not over, need to roll it out, we need to be brave here. Roy is the guy. Finds Kessie, had Haas, Kessie ignored, finds Blesser dropping in. He's good enough to find a ball, but that wasn't the best. Real is left stranded, and here they come again against this 4-4-2. Press being non-existent, as I say that, Kessie steps up lovely. Val, he's very good. Fires wide. 71 minutes played. Manuz whips one in there. Cleared away. Val wheels around. Blesser on the other side. Linden. Blesser gets goal side of his man, and Linden decides to go backwards. It was on to play Blesser. Giuseppe's very good at what he does. Pull in. Blesser! Oh, heads wide. Madonna mia. We can just think about a couple more changes now. Roger Val off for Menev, who scored in the last game 2 days ago. Kessie is not having his best of game, so Chaput is going to go out there. Like for like. 75 minutes played here in the DFB Pokal. We led at 2-0. We were flying. All of a sudden 2-2. It is not good. Is there going to be one last sting in the tail? We scored in the 94th minute in the league. Is there going to be a sting here? There isn't. We're going to head to extra time. I'm going to thrash our arms and tell them it was not good enough. We've absolutely given it away today. Free kick now. Benko. Goes short. That's actually well played. Cook hits. Should have been a goal. Hoffenheim have us on toast. Hoffenheim have us on toast. Thinking about going 4-3-3 here and just sitting a little bit deeper because they are all over us. Well done, Linden. Think that's going to be the play after this highlight unless we concede. Oh my word, man. We led 2-0, we haven't lost the game on stream, and now we're 3-2 down. Now we're 3-2 down. Two up top. Chavi Simmons in the hole as well. Go more direct, higher tempo. Don't play out. Fairly wide. Distribute long. This is disgusting. Wow, we led 2-0 and flying. We led 2-0 and we were flying. And now we're out of the cup and this is season over. This is going to be season over. We need a goal, we need it now, it's not coming. Season over. We led 2-0, we had 22 shots and an XG 2.4. They've done absolutely nothing and scored 3 goals. We conceded 2 goals in 6 minutes and then a bad back pass. Our reserve side beat him in the league 3 days ago. Our first team side, after dominating, has lost 3-2. Wow, wow, wow. The DFB Pokal dream, the German Cup dream is dead for a year. We're not going to have an easier run to get to the final as well. We are not going to have an easier run to get to the final as well. We lose to Hoffenheim 3-2. Dynamo Dresden in the second Bundesliga got through in a shootout. Kiel versus Bochum, which means there's going to be at least 2 second Bundesliga sides in the semi-final. 2. We've blown it. At 2-0, we blew it. The moment we wanted to move 4-3-3, we conceded because of a bad back pass. We have been so good all year. We've been so good all year. Look at our last recent results. We even drew to fucking Bayern Munich. I give them 1 game off and rotate 3 days later against a side that played their full strength side and going again, and apparently they're the team that outruns us. Makes no fucking sense. Season over. I'll see you guys. I don't know. We can't win the league this year, and we can't win the cup this year. So it's a season of nothing. Bayern yet to lose a game as well. I might see you guys for the end of season, an end of season game to say that's the end of the year. From 2-0 up and flying against a Hoffenheim side that got a a 9 goal difference, not negative 9, 9 goal difference in the entire league. See you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.